We have talked about different requirements that are necessary to crack CSS paper. In fact, candidate who pass CSS is not only just is not only just because of English, but also he has some you can say authentic data resources, means to say research material should be there in your essay. So now we are going to talk about keys to crack English essay, how you can crack your English essay paper. So the first one is correct interpretation of the topic. This is very important. This is the first thing against your marking, means this is the first thing which examiners observe. Which examiner observes that either whether you have understood the topic, whether you have correctly interpreted the topic or not, and if at this stage if you will not be successful, if you will not be interpret rightly, correctly, then surely you will be losing your position, your marks, your status. So correct interpretation of the topic, decoding the topic exactly mean that you have understood the topic and are going to encode by using your words and thoughts. So you have to decode, means you are going to understand what actually have been asked by you, what actually the writer is saying, and what he demands by you. So how you will be encoding it, your understanding, the interpretation which you have got from the topic, now you are going to encode it while using your words, sentences, and researched thoughts. This is the second stage that you are going to start encoding. Example, correct interpretation, how it is necessary. We have examples. We have two examples over there. The first one is democracy is a culture rather than a process. Most of the candidates, most of the CSS candidates, what they do, they just see that डेमोक्रेसी आ गया जी, बस डेमोक्रेसी आ गया तो बस लिख दो जो भी है, डेमोक्रेसी में जो भी आता है वो लिख देते हैं, वो नहीं समझते what the actually has been asked, कि असल बात क्या पूछी गई है. So democracy is a culture. Remember, there are two main keywords in this essay, and there are you can say three variables: democracy, culture, and process. कहता है जी democracy is a culture rather than a process, means to say only having elections, only the procedures of election is not democracy. You have to put that democracy is a culture. How? If there is no freedom of speech, if there is no freedom of people regarding their opinion, regarding their daily lives, in institutions, while if the institutions have been occupied by the ruling elite or by the ruling parties, it doesn't mean that it's a democratic governance, although it has been processed through the procedure of election, but it will not be democratic government. So democracy is not only a process of election, that you will electing your MLA or Prime Minister or Parliament or anything else regarding democracy. It's not only deal of that. You have to you have to prove by giving example that democracy is a culture, that it should be in our culture, as we experience, as we observe, as we practice, as we exercise our culture, our cultural norms. Similarly, the democracy should be in our culture. Most of the time, if we see that if we just narrow down it at our home, in our home, most of the time we don't enjoy democracy, because in our home most of the time parents leads, and parents some of the time they dictate. You have to do what they are saying. So in culture, how in your culture, you can say that if you go to any institution, or if you're going to bank to pay a bill, if you are not getting time, if you are not facilitated by the department, by the staff, and some other people or some other people belonging to elite is preferred over there, it means there is no democracy in that system. So here you are using three keywords. Democracy is a culture. How it is a culture, you have to prove it by putting many examples, many case in points of international level. Let's see the situation of our country. For election, for to be MNA or to be MPA, the one needs almost, I cannot say that how much amount actually, but a lot of amount is needed for this. So is it democracy? It's not democracy. Everyone hasn't opportunity to do this, because only the elite, only the people who have money, they can elect, they can be elected, they can be for election. So this is not the democracy. So this is how you will be proving that democracy is a culture than a process, rather than a process. It's not just about election system. It's not just about fair dealing. It's about the pure democracy in practices, in daily life. Everyone is enjoying his life with full facilities. No one is deprived. Democracy is that no one is deprived. Everyone is treated equally. So this is how you will be decoding and encoding this topic. And most of the time the students who fail, they just see that democracy आ गया, बस लिख दो democracy में जो भी है, जो असल बात है वो तो कुछ ही नहीं, वो तो लिखते रहते हैं कहानियां कि democracy ये होती है, democracy में ऐसे होता है, तो ये तो असल बात क्या है? It matters by your interpretation, that what you achieved, what you are going to understand that the writer has been asked in the paper. And the second topic which I have given over here, gender equality is a myth. How you decode it, how do you record it? It's a very interesting one. Some of the people interpreted that gender equality is a myth means that it should not be. It's a myth. It's a wrong thing. Maybe some of the students will interpret like this. They will be saying that gender equality is a myth. It means it is not a real thing. It should not be promoted. Some of the people, they can interpret like this. Whereas the correct interpretation of the gender equality is a myth means that there is no gender equality. There is patriarchal society. Everyone, patriarchy is promoted. Everywhere patriarchy is promoted, and the culture of democracy is absent, and women are treated like poor creation, means to say they don't have proper rights. You can put your this statement, because stance have been given here. You cannot take your stance because stance is already there. Gender equality is a myth. You have to prove that how it is a myth, that either whether the women are given the rights, whether the women are given the right of education, whether they have given the right inheritance. So this is how you are going to portray your topic. You are going to decode your topic. Not that just it should not be. Means the other interpretation which I told you, that it's, if you say that it's just about that gender equality is a myth, someone will be thinking that वो ये पूछना चाह रहा है कि जी इससे मुराद है कि जेंडर इक्वालिटी कोई ठीक चीज नहीं है, ये मिथ है, ये झूठ है, तो ये नहीं होना चाहिए. अब वो इसको गलत तरफ ले जाता है. So in this way, at the first stage he fails. वो पहले ही स्टेज में he gets failed. पहले स्टेज क्या था? Your interpretation. जो चेकर होता है, एग्जामिनर होता है, वो आगे नहीं पढ़ता, वो आपको पहले देखता है कि अगर आपने इंटरप्रेट ही ठीक नहीं किया तो उसने आगे नहीं पढ़ना. और वो जो कैंडिडेट्स जो इंटरप्रेट ठीक नहीं कर पाते, उनको 20 से ऊपर नंबर नहीं मिलते. बस 20 से नीचे देखो फेल कर देते हैं आपको। सो इंटरप्रिटेशन बहुत जरूरी है, ठीक है, कि एक्चुअली, और इसीलिए तो कहा जाता है कि यू शुड चूज द ऐसे दैट स्टांस इज गिवन देयर, और इन द सेकंड मिस्टेक व्हिच स्टूडेंट्स टेक, which students do, that they choose essay whose stance you have to take, and in this way they take wrong stance and they get failed. So I'll recommend कि आप ऐसे टॉपिक चूज करते वक्त ऐसा ऐसे चूज करें जिसका स्टांस ऑलरेडी गिवन हो। प्रोवर्बियल ऐसे शुरू करके अपने आप को फंसाइएगा नहीं। प्रोवर्बियल एसेज का स्टांस आपको नहीं, उसकी क्योंकि वो उसमें बहुत फिलॉसफी होती है, उस टॉपिक के अंदर बहुत चीज़ें आ रही होती हैं जो आप नहीं कर पाते और एज अ रिजल्ट यू गेट फेल। सो ये इंटरप्रिटेशन जो है ना ये बहुत मैटर करती है कि आप टॉपिक को सही तरह से, ऐसे के टॉपिक को सही तरह से इंटरप्रेट करें। अब ये हम पीछे इसकी एग्जांपल देखते हैं। ये है जी, ये लास्ट ईयर्स के पेपर हैं, ठीक है। ये इसमें से देखें, वुमेन यूनिवर्सिटीज एज एजेंट्स ऑफ चेंज। द essay is about feminism, how that women universities are changing the system of the world, how they are promoting feminism in the world. You will be telling about women's activists, you will be telling about their activities, their practices, and by putting case in points and by putting whatever the changes have been done and whatever the changes have come there, you will be proving your topic. So the other one, global power dynamics and Pakistan's foreign policy. This is also very important essay, but it deals with global power dynamics, means it talks about the hegemonic powers. It talks about the Thucydides tribes. Thucydides tribes means an emerging superpower is a threat to existing superpower. So you will have to deal this topic like this. And the other one, the Pakistan's informal economy, the way forward. This is a very easy one. ये इस तरह का ऐसे बहुत आसान है, इसलिए कि यहाँ पे संस्कृत दिया हुआ है, सब कुछ दिया हुआ, आपने सिर्फ बताना है। Remember one thing, that there is a colon, so you have to divide it equally. Okay, पाकिस्तान इनफॉर्मल इकोनॉमी पे आपने इतना आधा ऐसे लिखना है और आधा ऐसे लिखना है द वे फॉरवर्ड पे, कि किस तरह से आपने आगे बढ़ने का क्या रास्ता होगा, ठीक है। इसी तरह से ये देखें, पाकिस्तान टूरिज्म, प्रमोटिंग टूरिज्म इन पाकिस्तान, अपॉर्चुनिटीज एंड चैलेंजेस. You will be dividing it in opportunities and challenge. Firstly, you will be decoding the promoting terrorism in Pakistan. You will be telling about the opportunities, their case in point, their examples, and then you will be talking about the challenges that are hindering the promotion of tourism in Pakistan. So this was lecture number 1, video number 2. Inshallah, in video number 3, we will be seeing coherence versus cohesion. So let's take a break, and inshallah next video we will cover that.